feel like a wreck today.
Why?
I was playing football yesterday night. So it's been a long time since I've played properly Australian rules again.
What's Australian rules football?
Australian rules football. Okay.
Do they just have a sheep on the field or something?
Yeah, exactly. And then we all take turns and fuck it.
Yeah. I know what Australian rules are.
While the edge of the field is on fire.
There's a koala bear as the goalie, just scoring that evil sound.
Do you know what would be awesome?
You have to wave at the kangaroo whilst you're doing it.
What I love about Australian football, what would make it awesome, is if they started treating it like the Americans treat like their American football. Like they start pretending it's the only game in the world, calling it the Australian Rules World Cup. And
the Americans do that though for many sports.
Yeah, exactly.
They do it for the MLB, like Major League Baseball.
I want to introduce a new rule to Australian rules football. If the immigrants manage to get to the edge of the field, everyone loses. It's a big moat around the whole fucking.
Yes,
you fill half the stadium with Chinese, and
you can buy, as a fan, you can buy parts of the pitch.
Yeah.
And exploit it.
Oh my God. Johnny Depp's not allowed to come in any of the games.
Not with his dogs.
Not with his dogs.
Australian rules. It basically it's a mix of what you would call rugby in terms of physicality and soccer in terms of athleticism, I guess.
Is it's close to the Gaelic football? Right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of Irish people that play it really well. And it is.
Don't do the Gaelic joke.
I wasn't going to.
Go on.
Sorry.
Gaelic. And
that's a new rule I'd like to look.
No, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's very physical. And
what does a Gaelic look like? Wink.
I like the Stuart. You know the Stuart Lee version on Gaelic. You're not telling the story. We're not going to let you. Is the Leith is the Celtic word for language, and Gaelic is therefore obviously the language of the gays. It's a Stuart Lee joke.
Thanks for doing another comedian's bit there.
I tagged it with his name
as usual. Tell the story, Christian.
Okay.
Anyway,
we know what Australian. Google that shit if you know what it is.
I should Google it like I did Big Clits.
Exactly.
I'm now officially old. That's what I realized because my recovery takes a lot longer. It's like hangovers now. Because it's
Do you have bruises?
You said that like you're horny.
Harry's not satisfied with sex unless there's a bruise involved.
Apparently.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
I felt like I'm talking to a predator.
A Gaelic predator, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. It wasn't even that rough.
There's got to be an odd-shaped balls joke coming up.
Fuck. Just a couple of bumps.
But is you playing touch rules? You know?
No, full contact. Yeah.
What the fuck? You're 36. Why would you?
That's what I mean.
Shit, you should not. Yeah. That shit stops at like 21.
No, it's good fun, man. It's still good fun, but I feel like I'm extremely fat and incredibly old, and this is what's now pulling through. It's just.
Are you able to catch anyone? Like.
Wow.
I just had this image.
Yes, Harry, the slow ones.
You got the ball and Christian's bearing down on you, and then you just walk slightly fast to avoid him. Being an ass.
I'm reckoning. Look, I have the body mass to get a cunt to stop.
If you catch him, yeah. But so
I get powerful legs, Harry. That's what I have.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have? You don't. Is there a concept of like a scrum in Australian rules?
Yeah, but the scrum is not in. It's not like two lines as in rugby where it's all just line up. It's kind of 360, and you have 5 cunts going for the ball, and you're trying to be.
It's wherever it happens, like spontaneous.
So you have to help each other out. So you, as a team, you have to decide who's going to grab the ball and who's going to beat up the other guys.
Okay.
So that's what it is, and this is where mass can help. So you're basically a wall. So you build a wall around the guy that grabs the ball.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm turned on now. I don't know about you guys.
Actually, a little rugby story back when, because I used to play at school, and there was this one guy. He was our hooker. It's the guy in the middle of the scrum.
Shall we go for it? No.
Yeah, it's called the position's called the hooker.
Yeah. Yep.
And because you hook the ball.
Yep.
And he was.
No, it's perfectly clear.
He was the son of
sex worker in the showers afterwards. That's.
Here's another weird fact: the first rugby ball ever was made out of pigskin, so it was the first condom.
That's.
I don't want to fucking say there's a connection
but
there.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. So anyway, what this guy used to do, he was the son of Kenya's ambassador to England. So he's from Kenya. He's a super nice guy, but his thing that he'd do, we had the shittest scrum. We weren't strong, so we were always losing. We'd always get the ball, even when the other team put it in, which shouldn't normally happen. Turns out all he was doing is in the scrum, he would always turn his chin and dig it behind the jaw of the other hooker. And he goes, no, and he would just go, yeah, no one wants to be hooker when you got a chin in your jaw. And he won us everything. It was we were such a shit team. We'd play like, there was this sports school like we used to play sometime. We played like their D team, and they'd still destroy us. But the scrum, this guy we won like the scrum most of the time because he's just cheating the whole time.
It's not cheating if no one sees it.
Yeah, you can't inside the scrum, and
that's it.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Like if you're the other hooker, like, he put his chin in my, you like shut the fuck up, pussy. Like it's a man's game. You gotta take the pain. Yeah, anyway.
This is what's so difficult about sports sometimes. It's this weirdly masculine etiquette that it's supposed to. It's just so dumb.
Yeah.
It's an excuse to feel each other up a little bit.
It is a little bit.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
The whole showers.
Be clean with it. Yeah.
They make the showers without cubicles. It's
exactly.
Room.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Are you familiar with a shower beer?
No, but that's a homoerotic novel I would read.
Fantastic.
This
is one of the best.
Oh, this is when you pee in the shower or something.
No.
Makes a photo.
You literally take a cold beer to the showers.
Okay.
And then you have a shower and you drink with your mates whilst your bollock's naked.
Nice.
It is homoerotic on many levels.
That's a good excuse to be alcoholic and gay.
Yeah.
This definitely ends in ball dipping or something like that. Like
no.
Like
It's just a drink amongst mates, like after you've had a hard day of work, stand in a shower, drink some beer. I was just about to say piss, but in that context, that's not now.
Yeah, that's a Freudian slip.
Let's do a little intro. So, can I do an intro?
You go.
Welcome, everybody, to the X, Y, and Z podcast. I'm mixing it up now with different energies. I'm here with my main man, Mr. Dean Ira in the Barrow.
It's me. The pallbearer.
And Mr. Christian Breaker.
Hello.
Mr. Christian broke today, I think he is, after playing Australian rules.
I'm a little bit broken.
And I'm Harry Fox. And we are here discussing... Actually, today's episode, I think, is we need to return to a topic about the end of the world. Because let's face it, it's coming, isn't it?
We're going to be one of those podcasts now. You're tuning in to Pirate Radio FM, where the end of the world conspiracies are happening day in and day out.
But the thing is,
today's topic: John F. Kennedy.
Like, there's various
He started the pistol.
There's
shot the started pistol. I cannot use words anymore.
I think that there's various scenarios that the world ends, from like Putin dropping nukes to another pandemic created.
All this bullshit.
By Anthony Fauci or whatever.
Nice, yeah.
And Bill Gates.
Sure.
Shanghai will be on top of it, though.
But I think that actually the most likely outcome is that we just stop giving a shit and we stop running our own shit, and then things go horribly wrong because people have become so demotivated to do anything these days.
I 100% agree. At what point are we just like, who gives a fuck anymore? Is this like, I think they're trying to create fear and control us consistently, but eventually we're like, but we've got so much.
They though.
The Illuminati, you dumbass.
Yes, I forget.
The lizard people.
Of course, yes.
No, but I'm talking about like the
Clintons.
the global powers of the world.
But just look at it like this. Like if you want to run, just say a hydroelectric dam. Like so that's your job.
Harry?
A hydroelectric dam.
Oh, there we go.
So that requires. I went weirdly Asian for a second.
You okay?
Hydroelectric.
You okay there, dude?
Did you
aneurysm?
Did you want
over
to
here.
flood the Yangtze Valley?
Oh my god.
Well, which is what could happen because can you imagine? Like, I cannot imagine any of my son's generation being able to sit for 8 hours or being left on night shift.
I struggle with that
to
even.
run just some kind of power plant, like some critical infrastructure.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we talk about fucking hell, hydroelectric power plant.
What is wrong with you guys?
It's a
No more coffee for you.
It's a tough one.
Hydroelectric.
It's a tough one to get.
Hydroelectric power is not hard.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. What about a fucking nuclear power plant?
Exactly. I didn't want to go straight to nuclear, but yes. Here's the thing. Let me give
Those
you
things, they've already human error has been the cause of every single nuclear failure on Earth today.
Dude.
I mean, obviously metaphorically, but somebody didn't get enough sleep at the factory that day, and those were the causes.
It's just great when you initiate a meltdown that could literally wipe out half of the globe.
Yeah.
And you go like, yeah, press the wrong button here.
Mm-hmm. That's what.
Yeah.
Even when
That's
Russia was
Chernobyl,
invading Chernobyl, they were worried that they were kicking up enough radioactive dust in there, and it was starting to hit Europe.
Yeah, exactly. But
This is why I got a third nipple.
But the thing, but with my son, for example, so we potty trained him. We've taught like cleaning
I'm glad
teeth
you
and
did.
stuff like this.
Are you sure though? I've been to your house. That is not body training.
Here's the fucking thing. This guy, I shouldn't be telling you, but fuck it. We're having an issue right now that every time I want to use the toilet, there is some unflushed material waiting for me.
What?
Because he's on his fucking phone being an idiot. Like, with the phones have made people so stupid now.
Mm-hmm.
And then
What has that to do with shitting?
he just forgets. It's usually not when there's a number two. It's more on number one.
I don't understand. Like, this is what TikTok's been able to do. They've removed the swiping from your ass to the phone.
You don't have you don't have the time anymore.
Yeah, you're too busy swiping something else.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Oh, we need the phone that you can wipe your ass with.
Okay, wait. So now we need the Japanese toilets everywhere.
Yes.
That's what it is.
That shit felt good.
It's good, eh?
I like those.
Yes.
Also, we need an app.
Dry blown asshole. Blow dry. Dry
I'm
blown.
worried about you guys. You guys are going to get... you have an aneurysm collectively here.
But here's another thing that got me thinking is it culturally, like, I think in the West, we're starting to not give a shit anymore.
I like that,
Like,
though.
but I was at a comedy show on Chris's Down Under show, and there were two ladies of Indian origin that had grown up in Australia. Both of them had
You call them Aborigines. Wait, that's a bad word, right?
Dude.
Whoa.
Is it?
No, Aborigines
They're
is fine.
definitely
But
not Aborigines. They're Indian
Look,
immigrants.
I was just pointing out a homicide here, okay? Not a genocide, sorry. I'm also having an aneurysm, I think.
Welcome to the XYZ podcast where we do use words.
But no, I thought Harry was being racially offensive by not saying that they were just native Australian
No, they were
people.
No, they
That exists as well?
Indians
sure?
from India that had
You asked
immigrated.
them.
If you heard of
And they-
India, you know the one in
Fuck
America.
you, Christian. I was going the other way around. I know that Indians can grow up in India and become Australian. It's
And
not
they
that
were-
hard.
they were
Have you seen South Africa?
Second generation.
I'm feeling defensive.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. Let me just explain it. So the second generation, they had the parents that gave them discipline, and they got themselves PhDs. They're both going to get into medicine.
Their children,
Yes.
statistically, are fuck ups.
What?
You didn't know? Okay, so like,
yes.
Oh,
it's
the
like the-
third
yeah,
generation.
The
Yeah,
third
it's the
generation is
third
going to be
generation.
lazy cunts.
they're all like me, fucking graphic designers and idiots. You know,
That's
comedians.
It's like immigrants to New York. There was statistically fucking broke, came with nothing, hardworking bakeries and vegetable shops. Then they produce lawyers and doctors, and their kids are fucking TikTok stars.
Yeah, exactly. which begs the question, like, eventually we're going to run out of people.
Don't you think it'll just go up again? My dad was such a fuck up. I should really work hard in my life.
Maybe. I hope so.
At least I hope my kids do.
Swings and roundabouts.
But the thing is, in case
this is why I will not have any.
In case it doesn't work out, shouldn't we be preparing for the...
Oh, wow. Okay.
That
segue?
Was the longest fucking roundabout segue. I do appreciate the effort, though.
I tried a segue.
Jesus.
Should we not be prepping for the...
That's the thing. We can't prep. First of all, this is my number one argument. And secondly, who gives a fuck?
Why can't we prep?
We don't have the money for it or the land. Do you want to know why? Because the big powers we're going to dive into this a lot, but I know for a fact that the richest of rich are buying up these huge underground bunkers and buying massive amounts of land up in Arizona somewhere.
In a desert.
To start prepping for end of world times.
You want to hang out in Arizona?
I don't think it's Arizona. I don't know where it is. But there's just huge lands. Bill Gates bought up a fuck ton.
They do buy a lot of land.
But you mentioned on a previous podcast, Christian, that with the Swiss military, you got to spend a joyful week in a bunker.
Yeah, I'm ideally prepped.
You've been through the experience.
Yeah.
And so
what do you want to know? Did we fuck?
Yeah, but
I want to know everything. I want to know how it felt.
What did the orgy? Did you play rugby in the bunker? Was it full physical contact?
Yeah. There was physical contact.
Wait,
what did you do with the pig skin afterwards?
So the first thing
I
is...
wiped it off and used it again.
Wash it out.
You got to save resources when you're in a bunker.
But, fuck.
Well, first of all, what are you allowed to talk about all this? Like, I guess you can't reveal the location of the bunker.
If you did,
why not?
They'd have to kill you.
I don't know. There's hidden mountain.
You think the Swiss fucking army gives a shit?
Yeah, but there's all this stuff like the jets that are hidden in mountains where...
That's such a fucking Cold War bullshit. That's all done.
Yeah,
Okay,
do we have any
all right.
Russian listeners out there?
That's all done. Like, right now, we have to figure out if you're going to buy new airplanes or not.
Okay.
It's just...
Where are we
Is
going
that
to
still
spend...
not done?
There's a deal it's kind of... no one
Okay,
knows.
whatever.
It's going to cost a lot of money
All right, so
for
Obvious.
an airplane that actually isn't worth
Is
anything.
useless.
Let's get back to the bunker. So how old were you when you had this bunker experience?
The bunker experience. I had it multiple times, Harry.
You've been bunkered
Yeah.
Why? What? So they keep repeating so you know... what was the longest?
In a bunker?
What else is the
4
most...
weeks.
But what else is the most neutral army in the world going to do besides fucking bullshit exercises?
So, I have to give this some context. Switzerland is a very small country, and we still think, or when I went to the army, our security concept was very much built on the fact that the Russians would be invading.
Okay.
We didn't call them Russians. We called them something stan in exercises.
Something
stan.
No, some word that resembled some form of ex-USSR country.
Oh.
Whatever.
Like Argostan or something.
Something along those lines. Some bullshit.
Kazakhstan.
And they were obviously red and we were blue. And they would attack from the east, funny enough.
They always do, right?
Even though the main roads are on the west.
Just,
Fair enough.
There is actually true. They should attack from the north, when you think about it, to come through Germany. But again, tactics. And we have there is two massive tank exercise courses, if you will, in Switzerland. One of them is in the mountains and one of them is on the Western Front. Western Front? Really? In the west of Switzerland, somewhere close to France. And the one that's in the mountains is surrounded by bunkers. And that's the only place where you can hang. So
this is the so-called point of last retreat for Switzerland, that everyone goes up there and...
maybe, not even. It's just convenient because you can have a bunker and at the same time the whole area is an exercise area.
Okay.
So you basically sleep under tracks, That's what it is.
Okay.
It's incredibly retarded, to be perfectly honest. And yeah, tanks in mountains are a really dumb idea. Because they break all the time. Tanks are dog shit. So, and the people that drive them are incredibly dumb. And you basically have all these people together and shove them in a tiny bunker to sleep and drink, and then go back and operate really heavy machinery with explosives. So
Okay.
it's a horror scenario
And so the longest you there were like 4 weeks.
at the time, yeah. But I did this gig 4 times, I guess.
And it was like 4 weeks, no daylight.
No, you go to sleep in the bunker,
see.
and then you do the exercise. You go out and you shoot a mountain, and then you
But
go
Harry,
back down.
I know what you're getting at, though. The wealthy bunkers that these people are making aren't anything like a fucking Swiss cave.
Because cave is actually the apt description of what that is.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing that we spoke about last time.
We're
Like
talking about
the recycled air and all that sort of bullshit. It's like one of those caves with stalactites and stalagmites where you can
Wow.
yeah,
have
we
a
talk
little bit of water dripping.
the rich fucking bunkers that you're referring to end of world times are like multi-level mansions with in-house greenhouses and cinemas,
Fake sunlight.
and fake sunlight and swimming pools.
The thing is that, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm skeptical because I think you can't substitute real daylight and air.
Yeah, but if there is no real daylight and air because of a nuclear meltdown,
Yeah, but
that's fine.
But the thing is that when you don't have that, human beings start to melt down.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like-
give it like 2 generations, you can come out again. You'll be fine.
Isn't that the problem that they have with like interplanetary travel, where you have to basically fake an environment that's conducive to human existence?
Yeah, exactly. And
That's what we did with the mall. That's why people could spend so much time in Vegas.
Jesus Christ, yeah, exactly. Shopping malls and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's all fake. You can't. I don't think it'll have any genuine effect on you apart from like a mental health perspective.
Oh yeah, because that's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, you know
Yeah, but
my point though. Like
you don't want mental health issues in a bunker where there are lunatics and guns.
no, you
basically.
don't. But you give them enough fucking drugs and antidepressants to work through that shit.
Or a depressant. Alcohol.
Hey,
So these are all things you got to store in your preparation.
of course they're gonna do that. They'll probably make their own.
What are the list of drugs that need to be in there?
But hold up, the question is this: why are you so interested in worrying about the bunker and end of world times?
Well, I'm curious about it from perspective of, we like the whole prepping thing is like, yeah, you get lots of tins of baked beans and shit, all the storage and toilet
Imagine the vile shits you would have from eating baked beans
Used
week
for
on end.
fertilizer.
Yeah, and
Holy fuck.
But I think a lot of the whole thing of prepping is it focuses on the logistical aspect and it completely ignores like 1 year of lockdown was driving
I think it reflects
people insane.
society, though. It's a typical let's focus on the logistics of how to organize and store food and all that, and then just ignore the actual human behavioral aspect of all of it.
Yeah, exactly.
The majority of these cons that would live there, they couldn't even change a light bulb.
Exactly,
Like-
they're psychopaths anyway. Like they're gonna be fine.
They're gonna die within a week. It's fine. I think the baseline, if you were serious about prepping bullshit, learn a trade. Become a fucking, I don't know, electrician or something.
Bunker expert.
Learn something that you can use your fucking hands.
You can barter with. You say, I'll fix your toilet if
But you're not even gonna be in the bunker at that point.
Nah,
We're all dead. This is the thing. If you guys, this is kind of reflective in what's really happening right now. You guys heard about Shanghai at all lately? Shanghai's having another lockdown.
yeah.
yes.
I
Right.
saw that fucking video of people screaming.
People are fucking losing their shit. They've had enough. They've been in lockdown for like I think a month and a half now or something.
Why?
But like strict lockdown. The police are wearing these like
COVID is back.
Ku Klux Klan outfits, these PC suits, whatever, and they're beating people. It's mental. People have to get daily tests, which just cause more fucking corona spread anyway. People are like going hungry in their apartments,
yeah.
which is mental.
Yeah, actually, there was a movie on Amazon Prime that came out about 3 months after we started having lockdowns. A sci-fi movie. They made it fast. With it even has Demi Moore in it, and it's in a
now I'm interested.
Old Demi Moore, and
Still hot.
Damn.
and it's everyone is stuck in houses that they literally can't leave. If anyone gets ill, a security team shows up and takes you away. And there's a few people that are immune to the virus that do all the deliveries. And at the time, it was getting massively criticized. This is so depressing. This is not what's happening. This is literally what's fucking happening in Shanghai.
I had an Uber driver who was from Shanghai a couple weeks ago, and he was saying that what he's heard is, as well as that truck drivers delivering the food are not allowed to leave their trucks at all. They can't do down the window or open the fucking door when they're in the city or something. They have to do everything in their little truck room.
But why? That's bizarre. That's really...
Coronavirus is real. Here we are sitting without masks and no one gives a fuck anymore. Nobody gives a fuck anymore here.
People are dying. It's not even reported anymore.
Yeah, in Shanghai...
Have you seen how the live tickers have disappeared from the newspaper websites? It's so funny. Before, it was literally a death toll. A ticker... Page 1.
Yeah, page 1 death toll.
It's like
already cases reported.
They're all dead.
Someone was just looking at the conversion rates on those tickers. They're not clicking on this anymore.
Yeah, look, I mean, the quicker Bitcoin is sinking and the more people are dying, it's what do you report on? Dead people or the loss of wealth? the loss of money?
I guess, yeah. What else is it? I mean, Putin...
Bunker advertising has gone up.
Just comedians getting slapped is the news. That's the new...
Dave Chappelle got slapped as well.
No, he
got attacked.
He got attacked. He fucking...
Do you think you should do comedy from a bunker?
No. But maybe what every bunker should... If you're prepping for the apocalypse, you need a comedian.
Bill Gates, if you're listening... Actually, Bill Gates showed up at Andrew Schultz's show. He was doing an infamous tour. Shout out to Andrew Schultz, one of my favorite, obviously.
He's definitely listening.
He's definitely listening. Bill Gates was at a show in the infamous tour in New York. So I think Bill Gates' bunker has comedians covered there. So we have to find another...
But imagine you have to perform in front of one of those billionaire twats every night.
That'd be awesome.
Come on.
He probably paid discount price for the tickets.
Yeah, but this is what baffles me is it
goes back to the King's Jester system.
It's totally going to be that because money has no worth anymore at that point, right? Once you're down in the bunker, money is nothing.
Sure. I've thought about this. If I've gone to prison, how would I be not somebody's bitch, first of all?
Sure.
What's my value that I can provide in a prison system?
I love your way of thinking though.
Yeah.
Bunker or prison.
It's the same thing.
That's the only outcome.
Yeah. But I'll never land up in a secure bunker. I'll land up in a prison first, right? My value is that I can draw naked women pretty damn well.
Cool.
Think about it. There's no porn.
You're a hentai guy.
I'll be that guy who'll you come with me with a custom, a request, and I'll fucking draw that shit for you. You can go and have a wank in your cell.
You know where that's going to take you? You're having to do giant life-size back tattoos of women.
Fuck me.
That's where that's going.
You know what? Whatever your kink is, I don't. As long as it's not me,
They bring you a dude.
The poke and stick vagina tattoo.
I'll do it.
Fuck me.
You can pay me in cigarettes.
Make my ass look like a vagina.
Shit. This is the worst, by the way. Is that the smoking in a bunker is one of the most horrible things ever.
Really?
Yeah, because that shit, the air gets circulated.
Nobody should be smoking in a bunker, bro.
Dude, up until the 90s, that was normal.
Yeah, but in airplanes and fucking everywhere.
Yeah, but imagine in a bunker where you sleep.
No,
in an airplane, you're there, 10 hours?
Yeah.
In a bunker, you're a little bit longer. And you have all these cunts smoking after lunch in the main room.
Why?
It's
stop smoking.
That's going to be an event. You're in the bunker and you're running out of nicotine. You're running out of tobacco.
Coffee.
Yeah, you're going to have these various stages of increasing insanity.
Yeah.
I was listening to this guy talking about coffee, and he said one of the biggest highs you can have, or craziest experience, is to do a 3-month detox of coffee and try and live your life.
He's never tried heroin.
But he says like coffee is just like your whole ability to function for a lot of people depends on coffee.
Yeah, for sure. We're all addicted to caffeine and swiping our TikTok toilet.
And it's like as a milestone in like oil, it's probably one of the big ones had it. But coffee had a massive impact on human productivity. That's where we all became obsessed with.
So wait, are you saying that coffee is the invention of capitalism, where it makes us more productive subjects of society?
Yeah, because it makes you power through all those moments where your body's like, what the fuck are you doing to me? Go and hug a tree. And instead you drink a coffee and you go, I'll sit longer in front of the screen.
What the fuck are you doing to me? Go hug a tree.
Yeah, that's your body crying that out. And
if you were a hippie in the 60s, were you a hippie in the 60s?
I wasn't alive in the 60s.
Whatever, Harry, tell us the truth.
I was not.
You'd be a beautiful, like,
as close as I got
acoustic
to
guitar.
Because my brother's 8 years older than me, so he was born in the 60s. Closest I got to that was inheriting a pair of his flares, which got me flare trousers, which got me nicely bullied at school. Fucking
beautiful.
I was literally 3 kids on top of me punching because I was wearing flares.
I want you to wear flares today. Let's get over some childhood trauma for you.
I'm not fucking
You would
ever.
rock that shit so hard today.
Cowboy boots and flares.
You need some tassels and some flares.
Yes.
You'd look fucking rock star, man.
It's not happening.
High school's over. We should go secondhand shopping sometime.
Actually, my daughter's killing it at secondhand shopping. She's
because she's a millennial. She can't afford normal clothes. Thank you very much.
Never be able to afford a house.
It's great.
Tell her to stop eating avocado toast so she can shop at H&M.
I mean, she got this awesome black dress for like $10, and then I was telling her about the new fashion.
She should wear it in bunkers.
But the new fashion trends. This is something that's taking us closer to the apocalypse. Is now, fashion used to be seasonal. And now it's got to the point, if some influencer like has some new item of clothing, in the US they're making clothes that you can buy for like 2 days while it's trending, so that you can be on that, and then you just toss it in landfill. And that's
great. We are such great people. Do you buy shit to throw away?
Yeah, of course, every day.
Sure.
My dignity. No, I don't know. Of course not, dude. Of course not. I do my bit to change the world. Recycle coffee capsules and...
That sigh was...
I do my bit.
That sigh just said it all.
I recycle coffee capsules.
I threw away a pair of leggings yesterday that I've had for 11 years. So...
And you felt dirty?
I felt...
Throwing them away?
No, I miss them. They were banana ones.
Like leggings, you get attached to. That's true.
Yeah, joggers, whatever.
You go through a lot together.
They get attached to you as well.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so I mean, getting back to your bunker experience, Christian,
sure.
Did you feel any psychological impact?
Yes, of course.
How would you describe your emotional state while bunkering?
He lost faith in God coming out of those bunkers.
That's a follow-up. Would you get back into preaching if you were locked in a bunker?
I would get back into really heavy drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only thing that really helped.
Really?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You just got to be drunk though.
There is nothing to do. You play cards. There's no internet.
Of course.
So you play cards and you drink.
And you look at pictures of naked women drawn by me.
Actually, this is something that I haven't done since or before, is download porn on purpose.
Did you have to save your favorite ones?
Yeah. You download it, or you have DVDs, which was great.
God damn, that's a good prepping tip there.
Download your favorite porn.
Because you're going to be able to sell that shit for... That's
hell yeah.
Fucking platinum.
Hell
That's
yeah.
value right there.
It's the only time that cell phones would be handed around.
And we can
It's
start in the
"Wanna watch
bunker.
this?"
Amazon porn, you know.
Oh God! You know all the movies where it's always like end of the world, but like Guardians of the Galaxy has this, where it's always like there's an iPod or a Walkman where they've got the soundtrack from back in the day,
80s or something.
The real story is there's going to be the fucking devices
The
with
VHS
porn
tapes.
on them. Yeah,
Yeah.
like porn.
Yeah.
You
No
pass
doubt.
around the porn. My daddy passed me this phone full of porn.
Yeah, and then everyone asks questions like, "What is body hair? Why is this so bushy?"
Yeah, because everyone's radiated.
Yeah, they'll glow in the dark at this point. Yeah.
Fuck.
But
What was great was this is a very Swiss Army trope. I was in a unit with a bunch of guys from Valais. It's like a mountain canton, and they're basically all cousins, and all their dads make schnapps or wine
oh, nice.
or both. So they would always bring like bags of booze, like just bottles of wine and bottles of schnapps, like apricot.
Yeah, apricot. Yeah.
Apricot schnapps. Fucking delicious, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Could kill a bear, but it's great. So Sunday night, you meet up at the bunker for another week of bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
and you get fucking wasted. It's great. And play cards and drink schnapps all night long.
It's really,
it's awesome.
This is where all the tax money's going, huh?
Yeah.
I paid my final military tax this year.
Oh, good on
I
you.
just got the bill.
So
And
suddenly now you can become rich now that.
now finally I can use my own
how
money.
much is it? Like
Well,
per
it
year?
was 3% of your salary.
Fucking hell!
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
I
So-
better get my son Swiss citizenship soon. Then make that fucking suffer. No.
Just send him to the army. Yeah.
Send him to the army. It's easier.
But did anyone lose their shit while being in the bunker? Like not just alcoholic, but just really.
Harry, you can't compare it because this isn't exactly a control group. These kids have grown up in mountains and bunkers already. They're Swiss people. They were born in a cave.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
we're saying if this is the peak level, how did they handle it?
I've never experienced a guy completely losing it. There was
Mm.
okay. Again, tank drivers are really dumb. Like
Worse than tram drivers.
really, really dumb.
That's what they do after the military. They become tram drivers.
And one of the guys, he was the tank commander. The tanks have this weird system. There's always like 3 guys in there.
Okay.
One drives,
One in the
one
front,
shoots.
one in the middle, one in the back.
Exactly. Yeah. Proper train, as we call it. One drives, one shoots, and one loads, and sometimes there's a fourth. Yeah. Let's do this. Sometimes there's a fourth, and that one is the commander. He just he tells
So he'd
people
be
where
up on
to.
the top.
He's the dom. Yeah.
He's the dom. Yeah, he's the dumb cunt in chief, and the driver of one of the tanks had a reputation for being a really big drinker. And when I say had a reputation for it, everyone was drinking heaps.
Yeah.
So he was kind of like Champions League alcoholic.
How long have you been driving tanks up until this point?
I wasn't driving. Fair point. So he was an absolute booze hound, and so much so that he would still stink every morning.
Nice.
And at some point, when living in a bunker, you become so desensitized to smell.
Okay.
Him, you would still smell.
Wow.
Oh, that's bad.
It was fucked up. So they did this exercise where this particular tank, that was the commander tank, and they had to play this attack bullshit. So he got killed within a minute and a half of the exercise. A minute and a half. He forgot what reverse was.
Oh my god.
And it was full steam into the enemy territory. Got immediately killed. And his excuse was that he was still tired. He was still tired from the night before.
Yeah.
And that the exercise didn't start properly and that it wasn't announced yet. He was in the tank for 2 hours waiting and just fell asleep. And when they shouted at him that he should drive, instead of reversing, he was just going full steam into the enemy crowd. So I'm just like, this is the closest when it comes to completely losing it by still being drunk, operating a 45-ton tank.
Jesus Christ.
Good riddance. It's just, the tank deserved to be killed.
Jesus.
It's like I imagine it's like the charge of the light brigade. There's just like this one guy.
Follow me.
One drunk guy. Boy.
No, but no one completely lost it. It was just after 4 weeks of dumb country and completely switching your brain off. It's kind of hard to go back to normal.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in what sense?
In terms of like conversation, because your conversation becomes so basic and juvenile. In 4
You're
weeks,
basically de-evolving. Like, have you never seen those army kids on the train?
they are all dumb.
They
Like
fucking
you
monkeys,
completely switch your brain off.
Yeah,
And
they make those teenage grunts.
I think that's what's going to happen with everyone that's going to be in a bunker for a longer period.
Do you think language is the first thing to go?
It will devolve really quickly.
Yeah, back to hieroglyphics or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, just grunts.
Once again, painting becomes valuable.
Yeah, because I mean, it's also, but it's interesting because I think of like times where I've done, you know, like repetitive manual stuff where you deliberately shut your brain down because the moment you start thinking a lot is where you like, this fucking sucks, and so you go into like grunt mode basically.
Yeah, this is basically my career so far.
Grunt mode. Yeah,
Just doing the
but
same shit.
that's interesting. So how long?
I'm not sure if it's interesting.
How long does it take to get you back to your wordy self after?
you're the self that would shut the fuck up.
3 weeks, I guess.
Wow, that's interesting. That's a long
Yeah.
recovery time.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it? So it's collected. You need to collect input. Like you need to live life and have.
See sunlight, speak to normal people. Actually, because, okay, this is also a military thing because your language becomes so weird. There's words that you only use in the army and you always shout for some reason.
Wow, that's
There's
like
always shouting.
what kind of words?
What kind of words?
Don't touch me there.
Attention. Yeah.
Turn the lights back on. I like to see your face. Harder.
Army people like to
Lock
use
and load.
acronyms for shit.
SOB.
Oh, okay, yeah.
SOB is a good one.
That's my favorite one.
What's SOB?
Son
Son of a bitch.
Oh, okay.
You fucking SOB.
I thought
It's
it's
like a drill sergeant walks in and is like, get down on all four knees and give me a blowjob, maggot.
Jesus
Sorry,
Christ.
this is just my...
That
was
I
oddly
said
specific.
maggot. I mean,
maggot is a good one. Maggot.
yeah, this is the language.
Horrible.
Everything has an acronym. You shout heaps. Everything is about having a break. That's when you're, you know. This is when you start smoking. This is what I smoked like a motherfucker when I was in the army.
Where did you masturbate in this bunker?
Look, there is toilets, and again, this is very gross. But so army bathrooms, they all look kind of the same. It's just boxes next to each other of
No
toilet
walls?
stalls.
Walls?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some privacy still.
I don't know.
But you can hear the guy next door wanking or something. Yeah.
Oh, it's like one of
It's
those
fucking
alpine hostels. Where
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. There is walls.
But this has got nothing to do with like the bunker prepping for the end of the world times.
Why do you think not?
Well, I think you got to be psychologically prepared. You got to know what
Yeah,
you're
but
getting
we've
into.
already knocked that out of the park. The people that are going into these bunkers are billionaires with cinema.
Yeah, but I think what's going on with those guys is they're just on a wave of, it's cool now to have a bunker. Like you buy a plot of land in New Zealand.
You spend what, millions on a bunker? I like saying the cinema, by the way. I'm going to try and throw it in as much as possible.
Did you hear this? In Switzerland, people started buying the in-house bunkers again.
In-house bunkers?
What?
Yeah. So
What's an in-house bunker?
all right. So Swiss buildings, a lot.
It's a box in the lounge.
from
A
my-
concrete block.
Jodie Foster panic room vibes.
We've got one right here. Open up this booth.
So Swiss buildings, up until I think 10 or 15 years ago, they had to have a certain bunker space, right?
Why? Though?
Yeah, in the cellar.
Yeah, in the cellar.
We've
Because
got one here as well.
Cold War
That's so dumb.
vibes. And that law disappeared, and then they weren't built anymore.
It's resurfaced now.
And it's completely resurfacing because of the whole Russia thing. So now Swiss families are going, it's like, oh, it probably would be a good idea to have a fucking atomic bunker situation
in the
that
middle
you will
of
never
the
use, and it's actually really annoying
it's
to
just storage space.
Yeah.
But it's what amazes me about this is that the whole premise of the thing is flawed, because basically, I mean, you're doing that in terms of how long can you survive down there, and you can probably, most people can be ready to do a week, possibly a month, but a nuclear winter lasts like
Thousands.
15 years or
Isn't
longer,
it long?
depending
Yeah.
on how bad. Like assuming the bombs drop elsewhere,
Ukraine.
Switzerland, like Ukraine, we're still fucked here. Like there's going to be like fucking radioactive storms. You need the bunker to protect you from the radiation.
Yeah.
You cannot. You can't go out.
The radiation goes away, and then you get used to it, and then
Yeah, after like 15 years, maybe it's dropped to a level that you can walk around without a
isn't it like
hazmat suit.
Depends on
I thought radiation is a little bit like summer heat, you know? You slowly get used to it and
Rub a bit of iodine on your face.
Yeah, you just warm yourself up to it. There's a funny song out there. I'll show you guys eventually. Back in the day when they first started mining in the U.S., I don't know exact dates, but it's like they were mining uranium.
There will be blood movie. You know the movie. Okay, whatever. Carry on.
Yeah, they started mining uranium, and then they would sing songs about how, when the Geiger counter starts ticking, that's when they'll be making cash monies, and then at the end of the day your bones and back are sore. This is when they used to handle uranium with their hands,
Oh, so fucked
before
up.
they knew about radiation.
I think we talked about this in one of the really early episodes. But if you want a funny thing, is go look up the adverts for like radium water and shit. You can find there were people selling like drink radium water, irradiated water, basically.
What do you do with radiate? How did they make radiated water?
They
sprinkle some.
I don't know how.
It's basically the cooling water from like a
nuclear reactor.
Nuclear reactor or
they were
something.
selling this as some tonic that's going to pep you up.
Oh,
a tonic for sure. Hey,
it's like Coca-Cola.
It puts a spring in your step.
And the other big one was, and I can't. The BBC. BBC didn't seem to put this online, but there's this footage I remember seeing in a documentary years ago on BBC. Was these people painting watch faces?
Radium girls,
yeah. And they're in a factory, like rows and rows of tables, just dipping a paintbrush in the radium, painting the thing, and then doing the lick, to make the thing pointy again.
Are you serious, dude?
Yeah.
And they
all losing jaws.
But the government's been doing this to the U.S. military as well. When they first wanted to test the effects of radiation from a nuclear bomb.
Oh yeah.
You heard about that?
Depleted radium.
Yeah, no, they got all the Navy and a bunch of Army men. Some are still alive today. The rest had died of cancer. They just sat front row to a nuclear bomb explosion.
Bikini Atoll bomb test.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. That's
they were saying that like they were closing their eyes and facing away, but they could still see the bones in their hands.
Here is a good one. I just learned this the other day. Is when you think of an American actor that defined cowboy culture, who would
Clint Eastwood.
John Wayne.
John Wayne, right? John Wayne.
Well, for me, Eastwood.
I'm
younger than you guys.
Cool.
Eastwood is Dirty Harry for me. He holds a special.
Daniel
place.
Craig did a good cowboy.
John Wayne recorded movies. His name was actually Marion, which I absolutely love. His parents were absolute cunts. So he recorded movies in Arizona next to a nuclear test site.
No way.
He died of so much cancer.
Really, eh?
He had ass cancer.
Wow.
He had
No, but that's part of the
fucking ass cancer.
That's because he was a cowboy.
Oh, I see. Took it up the chutney.
No, horse riding. It's like bicyclists get prostate cancer.
Yeah, man. That's the most American thing that you can die of.
It's like the Marlboro Man.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
but the thing with the Bikini Islands is also deeply fucked up. I
Yeah.
think we've done this as well, but these island of native people living there, they did tests with them on the island. They all got fucked.
Fuck 'em.
And then, but
Fucking hell.
but you know what? It's one of these things. It's like you have Jimmy Savile inventing DJing. Bikinis.
He didn't invent DJing, did he?
Yeah, he fucking invented. He was the first guy to ever play records in a club.
No, but that doesn't mean he invented it.
He
Wasn't it?
He claimed he did. And
Oh,
then
but he claimed.
let's
he
yes.
claims a
Hold-
lot.
Self-claim.
I've looked into it. There's one other guy who's like might have been me instead, but
He's the Alexander Bell to.
up until Jimmy Savile, people would only have live music in clubs, and he was the first to come with records and start playing. So wherever you're at a disco, like doing your thing, just think it's a massive pedophile that you have to thank for that. And bikinis, the things we like to see women in, named after this island that was subject, and the reason why it's called the bikini is because there was a French designer who just picked up the name because it was in the news all the time, and it came up with a bikini. And so women are strutting around with their thongs and whatever,
Atomic
celebrating a bunch of island natives that got
That's fine.
horribly irradiated.
That's
Right.
beautiful, actually. Turn some of the worst things in life into good things. I like it.
Just spin those wheels like Jimmy Savile
Ah, fuck.
and grab a lady with a bikini.
He was irradiating, wasn't he?
There you go.
One last. We did the Savile thing, but I actually, because of I went off on a bit of a deep end of. There's even. Do you know what the fucked up thing about the Savile thing is? And this is stuff where it's like getting QAnon-ish, but some of this was reported in the UK. Guess who Jimmy Savile had a connection to?
Oh, shit.
Robert Maxwell, father of Ghislaine.
Ghislaine.
And
So it's genetic then.
which is why I was saying
Dumb country.
Maxwell has a whole bunch of kids. There's like 6 or 8 children, and Ghislaine is just one of them.
What about Tom Hanks?
And yeah, there's a whole.
There will be a connection one day.
There's a whole series of fucked up of when you start digging into the deep things. There was Leon Britton, who was, I think, a defense secretary in the UK, who after he died, a bunch of stuff. The police produced reports about him abusing children and possibly having been involved in killing children as well, because once you abuse a teenager,
I love how Harry always brings the nice topics.
it's really fucked up. I don't know. I'm just airing this shit because it's just one of these things. It's just like when you get into that, it's either like occasionally I've looked at this over time, and then you just like I gotta not think about it because it comes into the fundamental idea that the world is run by some of the most fucked up, fucking horrible people. And we should be happy to sit on the sofa and be 3 of us and be grateful. I appreciate you guys
Oh, Harry.
that we can sit
Aw.
here
You brought it back. I was going to go kill myself after this.
unmolested for
In a
an
bunker.
hour to do a podcast. It's great.
That must be a claim when you're English from that generation and you come out of it unmolested.
Yeah, exactly.
I got out of boarding school.
I mean, I went,
Unmolested.
I should never. I was at a Quaker boarding school. I never witnessed molestation in that sense. What there was
Good for you.
Harry,
Good
Jesus.
for you.
We should try and end on a high note, dude.
Would you seriously?
no. I'm just saying there was a school with no molestation.
Congratulations.
So yeah,
Quakers are a fantastic religious group that does not fondle
One
their
of the
children.
very few religious groups that does.
Fucking Christ. Cool. So we solved bunkers. Not.
Well, you're still very defensive on the bunker situation. What happened to you in that bunker?
Yeah, what really
Christian?
happened, Christian?
What really happened? Was there a
Your body
moment-
language has not been good.
My body language.
You've been very quiet about this whole experience you had. Where did the tank driver touch you?
Something happened in a tunnel. Deep underground.
Underground in a dark tunnel behind tons of concrete doors.
Were there Lord of the Rings jokes about being dwarves?
No.
Okay.
There were a lot of jokes that cannot be said
Repeated ever
into a microphone because they involve a certain tragedy that happened in Germany in the 40s.
Okay.
Talk about Fritzl.
Okay.
Yeah, Fritzl. Let's go with Fritzl. Yeah.
Oh, there was something worse than Fritzl?
No, never.
I need it. Okay.
The 40s is, the 6 million.
All right.
That.
Or that bunker. Oh. Anyway, thanks, Harry.
Yeah, that was great.
Any plugs?
So when this comes out, we are already on the road now. So when this comes out tonight, we're going to be playing in Bern with the great Bilkia Babylons. Really looking forward to have her. Icelandic comedian coming over for 3 days. Bern on the 17th, Basel on the 18th, Zurich on the 19th.
Nice. Probably some in your face, the usual shows. Kontiki Comedy Tuesdays, Down Under Wednesdays. We'll be there. Dean.
Yeah, check out at We Must Loot on Instagram. I almost have 100 followers, guys, so I can finally set up an Instagram store. Getting some negative comments, but also really good feedback about people loving my stuff. So I'm feeling good about that. Go there, get some bling. It's a great gift for a loved one. I do customized stuff too, so just DM me on at We Must Loot, and we can see what kind of cool thing that you'd like to get as a charm to wear around your neck and look cool.
Nice.
Awesome stuff. Oh, and before I forget, I actually have a show coming up that I want to promote now. 29th of September.
That's far away.
29th of September. The reason why we start selling now, because it's a big fucking joint. We're going to be doing a show at Volkshaus with the great Peter Flanagan, Jonathan Duffy, Snjoluk Ludvigsdottir, and Javi Castells.
Nice.
Duffy's coming back?
Duffy's coming back.
Nice.
He'll be back in town, and we're going to be doing the show at Volkshaus, ladies and gentlemen.
Fantastic.
Check Event Frog for the English Stand-Up Comedy Gala, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and I got one last question we could end on. Someone asked me, when are you doing your next XYZ live show? There is demand.
There is demand.
Yes.
We're gonna take that one off air. But thanks for demanding it. If you actually do demand it, send us an email. Send us a message on YouTube or wherever.
Or a DM or whatever.
Or a DM or,
Cool.
Slide
Thanks for
into
that,
those.
peeps. Bye.
Have
Bye.
a nice one. Ciao.